Everyone, welcome to week 11. Today I want to go over the mission 3 with you. We start that mission today. It's a 4-week long mission, and I'll go over the overview with you and then how we're making up points for the week. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into Blackboard. So we're going to take a look at our homepage here. Last week we wrapped up the continue mission. That was two things. It was kind of a benchmark to see how you're doing. You want to be somewhere between 150 and 200 AP. By the end of that week. And then you also have the option of doing the Nova Prime achievement, which is optional, but I highly recommend doing it if you haven't done it. It is worth a good amount of points, and it's one way to make sure that you're going to be able to make up a lot of the missing points that have happened because we've made this transition. All right. We are now in mission 3, so I'm going to go over that with you. Mission 3 is organized the same way that the other missions are. So you've got your overview right here. And then you've got your repository nodes, so any Easter eggs that you find, that you go ahead and put those in there. And then our 4 achievement choices that you have to work from culture and lore, citizenship, energy, and personal management. Okay, so our mission overview, we'll pull that up. We're looking at global culture right now. So really what it means to be a member of our global society in the 21st century and what it means to live today in this really interconnected way, right? So it's going to build off the last 2 missions of visual culture and technological culture. Those two kind of help feed into this global culture. And the goal is to understand what it means to be a 21st century citizen of the world, right? So we'll do a bunch of different ideas. We'll be looking at all kinds of different cultural ideas. We'll be looking at things that are non-Western versus Western, and we'll be looking at how we represent the world in this connected way. All right. Here are a lot of great resources. So now that we're 100% online, instead of the stuff I teach in class being the primary stuff and these just being kind of the additional things, these are now more or less the crux of what we're talking about. And then from there, I'll do these supplementary videos to kind of help give you more information. But I highly recommend going through some of this stuff. This stuff by Chow and gamification is incredible. There's some really great Khan Academy things about the global modernism and the global world that we live in. So really good resources. There are 2 books that I have PDFs that are loaded into Blackboard. Feel free to take a look at them. They're really interesting. They kind of tell you a little bit about where we were thinking the future might go in the early part of the 21st century and at the end of the 20th century. All right. So while you're doing these kinds of investigations, you're going to be working on your achievements, and here are your 4 achievements again. And like before, if you complete those achievements, 1 or 2 of them before the end of the mission, you do have the option of getting a power-up. The Medipacks are really great because those are going to help replace points, especially points that you may have missed in the beginning of the course. The lifelines might be the most important things now because you can ask me to help you kind of cheat on the puzzles I send out. So if you ever need a lifeline, you can use one of those, reach out to me, and I'm happy to help you with the puzzles. All right. With that said, let's go back to Blackboard here. And we're going to be looking at the options you have for making up points for the week. All right, so last week I sent out this Google form, and it is a scavenger hunt / quest. And the way it works is that you go through it and you fill it in, and it's going to ask you to go to like places like Google Earth or Wikipedia or YouTube, and you're trying to solve as many puzzles as you can to get through the entire thing. And you get through the entire thing at the end, it's worth the points for the week, and there's an option for some bonus points at the end, right? So this is how you replace the points for this week. You want to get it done by the end of this week to make sure you get all the points possible. You can do it late, but it's actually you lose points by doing it late. So you want to do it this week if you can. And that's my plan. As each week unfolds, I'm going to continue to do these kinds of things to help make up the points that we missed during the class. But also the goal, though, isn't just to like do some fun activity. It's to get you thinking about the different themes for this mission. So because this mission's all about globalism, this entire activity gets you going to different places all around the world using Google Earth. And that's intentional, right? It's intentional to use a technology and link that to the theme. So that's the plan as we move throughout the rest of the course. I'll be doing these kinds of activities that will kind of go over the material we would have covered in class, but in an engaging way that links globalism to our last two missions, which is technology and the visuals. All right. So be on the lookout for another video from me. I'll continue to send ideas out and more puzzles. And good luck on your mission. And I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks, guys.